In this video, I'm going to talk about the power and importance of love when it comes to the manifestation process and how you can use the love frequency to manifest your desires faster. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tom and I make videos that help you empower your higher self and manifest your dream life. If you'd like to win 60 minutes of one-on-one coaching with me, comment below it is done. Winners are announced every week. What is the power of love when it comes to manifesting? It is a bit of a weird topic and I didn't plan to actually speak about this, and then it kind of came to me. And the thing about love is that it's a key measure for whether you are manifesting a goal that is authentic to you. And when your desire is right for you, the power of that is that you unlock your own natural inner unconditional love more effortlessly. And not only that, you sort of have the universe, the force of love of the universe at your back. It's like wind beneath you that sort of carries you and lifts you further ahead, and you can manifest your desire a lot faster. So let's look at it from the big picture. What is love? Now, it's a big question and I don't truly understand it at its core level. I don't think many people do, because it is tied to the ideas of enlightenment and spiritual awakening. And you hear spiritual teachers such as Eckhart Tolle talk about enlightenment as revealing a dimension of being, of love that has no opposite. And in my own spiritual experiences, I've certainly felt this overflowing, pouring, infinite realm of love and tapped into it. And we give it many labels. It's what Neville Goddard talks about when he refers to it as God, or the I amness consciousness. There's also the Abraham Hicks version who talk about the source consciousness, or you'll even read scientific tests which talk about meditating, turning within, and connecting to the infinite quantum field of potential. And it's this inner realm of consciousness that we all have access to that seems to be directly imbued with love. It's almost an essential nature of the essence of all physical forms and of all of creation, if we can use that word. And in my own spiritual experiences, but also in texts and manifestation teachers, spiritual teachers, you also come across this idea that we are an individualized form of consciousness that comes from this totality, this absolute loving consciousness. And we are individualized forms on that have incarnated in earth. If we can again use that phrase, we're getting quite esoteric here, but come alive on earth, started to have consciousness on earth, and we came from this higher dimensional realm of love. And our purpose in life is to awaken to more of this love, is to expand, to experience more love and joy and excitement and bliss and all of these high frequency emotions that resonate with the truth of who we are at this highest level. If you'll either resonate with this or you won't, and you probably will be clicking out of this video by now. But I don't mind, because I'm talking about my own spiritual experiences, and many people around the world are waking up to this as well. And so you realize that you're a soul, or you're an individual consciousness with the purpose to expand, to tap into this higher frequency emotions, and to follow your heart, and to make an impact, and to just enjoy whatever you authentically want. And this is, in a sense, what the universe, or what God, or what reality, the source consciousness, wants most too, because it aids into the expansion of all of consciousness itself. And so this is where love, your personal capacity to connect with love, can help you gauge with whether your desires are truly right for you. And if they are, then you sort of get this wave of support behind you, beneath your feet, that are carrying you towards manifesting it. It's like catching a wave in from the shore. You have the energy behind you when you are flowing with the current of love from which all things stem from. And so this leads me to the idea of heart and mind unity, which I got from reality transurfing, where Vadim Zeland, the quantum physicist that wrote about this model of reality, reality creation. And he even talks about love and this idea of how the mind can think things and want certain desires, but is that what resonates with us on a soul level, in our heart, in this intuitive plane? And it's important to have that rational, logical, conditioned mind on board with the heart. And if the heart is not on board with the mind, then there will always be some kind of internal friction, self-sabotage, and just overall this won't feel like a natural, flowing, amazing process, which is the whole point of manifesting your amazing desires. So basically what we're talking about here is authenticity. When you have an authentic desire, it feels really good and you manifest it so much faster because you have these frequencies of consciousness that are so expansive behind you to support the process. So how do you know if love is an essential part of your desire? And therefore you're going to be able to manifest it so much faster? Well, let's first look at some points. Number one, watch out for the masks or disguises of love. It's any of these really amazing emotions like excitement, joy, inspiration, positive expectation, adventure. All of these elements and emotions, whenever you've experienced them throughout your life, are indications of that loving soul within you looking to expand and express and finding something that truly resonates with it. So you can look back across your life and say, what truly has excited me? What creative projects? What experiences? And when you find common patterns and themes, you know that you are on the right track to finding what your heart wants. And then you can kind of ask it some questions to get that mind involved, to get that alignment. We'll cover those in a second. But if you have a desire, how can you know that it's something that your heart wants as well, and not something that your mind has been conditioned to want, such as money or fame for the sake of money or fame, but not really understanding why you would actually want that? Perhaps you do, but perhaps you don't, and you've just sort of bought into how society assumes, what society assumes is valuable, and have gone after that. Well, you can get that desire and you simply sit with it. And this is highly practical. I was only going to give something I do myself, and I would actually do this and have done this many times. So you get that desire, you sit with it, you take a few conscious deep breaths, and then you feel into that desire. And you simply ask yourself, do I really want this? Or if you don't have a desire, alternatively you can do this and say, what do I really want? It works both ways. And then usually there's some clue. Usually there's an emotional spark, or perhaps there's a inner state of friction that's saying, I don't know, I don't think so. And there's your clue right there. You're starting to open up to that inner dimension, which has this intelligence to know what you really want and what really lights you up inside. So you sit with these questions and you go with an answer. So if you get a positive response, you get a sense of joy, you get a sense of excitement, a soul resonance with what you want, then fantastic, you know you're on the right path. Even if it's not your ultimately perfect manifestation, it's certainly a step forward, and you will never be complete in the manifestation journey. There'll always be the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. But right now you've got a winner if it lights you up inside, when you can sit with it and connect with it on that intuitive level. But if you don't, then you can go to the drawing board and sit again with that question, what do I really want? And let ideas jot out and spend a couple of days just opening up the floodgates and letting all these ideas come forth. And then something will create some kind of interest with you and light you up inside, and you'll get those masks of love come in, of inspiration and joy and excitement and intrigue. And you'll want to follow it, and you follow that further, and it'll open yourself up. So that's a sitting down and asking yourself those questions process. The third one is more about opening up your inner unconditional dimension of love through some kind of spiritual practice or inner work. And the advantage of this is that when we're talking about the total consciousness, the source consciousness, is that people tap into this, such as spiritual masters, and they don't necessarily have desires. But I always say, why not have both? Why not have that inner love and then desire things and expand and create things anyway? But nonetheless, some people have just tapped directly into this love, felt it is enough, and that's the state they live from. Well, that's awesome as well, because when you're in this high frequency state of love, you see things so much more clearly, and you not only know what you want to manifest, you know what aligned actions to take. You know what imaginal scenes to create, and you can feel into them. You're so much more present, and everything you do has so much more power and flow within it that you manifest faster. So that your inner dimension of love gives you this power to manifest your external desires. So 15 minutes of meditation can calm your mind and give you that greater capacity of inner love. Same with yoga, that can clear out your energies, doing 15, 20 minutes of yoga a day. I'll link down 2 meditations and yogas that I do every day. And then you can also do inner work, such as Byron Katie's The Work. This is where you challenge those doubtful, negative beliefs that you may have picked up from emotional traumas in society. And you kind of apply these 4 questions to them to loosen these beliefs up. And these beliefs may be heavy, dense, fearful, lack-based ego thoughts that are kind of like a shield across a sun. You are this bright sun, and these are kind of covering up. So you're kind of taking off bits of this shield so that more of you can shine through this work. And the more you shine through, the more natural love and vitality and joy comes in the present moment, and you're able to manifest so much faster and just flow with the natural rhythms of life, of which the manifestation process is a part of. Because remember, your desire gets impressed into your subconscious mind, and once your subconscious mind has that goal, it will lead you directly to it in the path of least resistance. But if you have a dense ego, this can seem like a chaotic process. But when you have more inner love and acceptance and joy, you flow with life and you roll with the seeming punches that to the ego mind seem like defeats or frustrating lack of evidence or any of this. You sort of have that inner reservoir of love that allows you to keep flowing and go with the flow of life. And then you can adopt generally life-affirming assumptions, non-specific to your desire. But say you have this desire, but then you want to impress your subconscious mind with assumptions such as everything is working out perfectly for me, I am worthy, whole and complete, no matter what I do or achieve, etc. I'll link a video up with some ideas for you. But these are beliefs that kind of support not only your desire coming true, but your own capacity to open up to your own loving life force. And so you win-win in that sense by impressing those into your subconscious. And finally is to avoid the ego trap of fearing this video right now. Because the mind may be running doubtful, fearful thoughts saying, heart and mind unity, this sounds like a complex thing. What if my desire is inauthentic? What if I'm on the right track? What if I don't have a purpose or I don't have an authentic desire? And what if I can't connect to this inner love? All of these kind of thoughts, they are literally not you. They are arising in your consciousness on automatic loops. They're part of the robotic ego mechanism, but they're not you. So the last thing is to believe those thoughts. The best thing you can do instead, if you are a little bit confused about this notion of love and how it can be something you can cultivate within yourself, and also you can use it to activate your desire and align with your dream reality. All of this, the best attitude is to have is, I can find out more. There are certainly some clues about what I like, what I'm drawn to, what my heart really wants, and I can act on them, and I can follow the tips in this video and the exercises, and maybe that will lead me somewhere. And overall, I'm doing really well in life. These are the alternative opinions that you can adopt. But overall, when you have this strong foundation of love, and you're clear that it is an authentic desire you want, you have an abundance of inner love that you're cultivating and working on unleashing every day, then when it comes to doing your imaginal practices and flowing with life, you have so much more power. You imagine vividly, more vividly than you would have with egoic thoughts and doubts and a lack of inner clarity in your desire and yourself. And the same goes with affirmations as well. When you think those new thoughts, when you think those new beliefs with this foundation, they impress seamlessly, more powerfully in your subconscious. And then you see results. And you see results so much faster. And overall, love is just a beautiful thing. This is why we love our relationships and why love is sung about in so many songs, in all kinds of music, all genres, because it is a moving force in life. And so it's just a pleasure to have desires that you love and to have inner love in yourself. And all of it absolutely fuels the manifestation process in more powerful ways than just going about it without focusing on love and joy and happiness right now as a part of the process. So I hope this video resonated with you. Hope it wasn't too out there and esoteric with you. It has taken me a lot of open-mindedness to finally buy into this, including spiritual experiences. And I came from a scientific atheistic background, so it's been years in open-mindedness to get to this point. But now I am passionate about it, and that's what I hope can help you in some way. So if you like this video, please like it, please leave me a comment down below, and subscribe to our channel. Check out my website if you'd like a one-on-one session with me, and stay tuned for more videos on manifesting your dream life.